The Sizing tab defines how QuickBid converts your item quantity, based on the Calculation tab, into usable material amounts for your estimate. Additionally, the materials you use come in many forms. To avoid creating a different item for every possible variation, the Sizing tab in QuickBid allows you to add options to choose from when adding the item to a condition. There are 5 different size methods to choose from. In this video, let's discuss styles and styles with sizes. The styles method is appropriate when the item comes in different forms, but those forms have no bearing on the quantity required. 2 good examples are screws and molding. Screws come in all different lengths, and molding comes in many different styles and heights, but the screw length or molding style doesn't change how much you need. After selecting the sizing method, you must choose a container. Many different containers may work, but for ease of ordering, it's best to choose a container based on how you order the product. That might be by the box or the case, linear foot or square foot, or any other method in which your suppliers can sell you the material that makes sense. You can either type the container name into the container field or click the magnifying glass to open the container's master window. If the container you need isn't on the list, click the New button on the right to add a new container. Containers are just names. There are no rules to follow or formulas built into the containers themselves. Once you select a container, you can skip right to the bottom portion of the screen. Now you can name the style. The name could be as simple as a color option or more detailed like the screw or molding examples from before. Once you've named the style, it's time to tell QuickBid how many units come in your selected container. The units, in this case, refer to the UOM field in the upper right. Depending on the item you're working with, you could have entries like 120 linear feet per bundle of 4-inch tall trim, 500 1¼ inch screws per box, or 100 square feet per gallon of flat paint. You can enter a product number if you wish. An item's product number is an available column when viewing the whole item list, so it could help when looking for a specific product later. The weight field is informational only and doesn't factor into any calculations. To add additional styles, click the New button on the right. As you add new styles, remember, you're creating a list that you can choose from later. It's good practice to order items so that the most common options are first. You can use the Move Up and Move Down buttons to reorder the list. If you need to remove an item, just select it and click the Delete button. Unless the item uses a unit of measure of each, cubic feet or cubic yard, you can select the Styles with Sizes method as well. When using this method, a length column appears, allowing you to enter lengths in which the different styles may be available, such as a 10-foot, 12-foot, or 14-foot item that comes in different widths. In addition, if using an area unit of measure like square inches, feet, yards, or squares, a width column also appears for items like a 2x2 or 2x4 acoustical tile that come in different colors and edge styles. You can add a new style by clicking the New button on the right. A new line appears at the bottom of the list. The new line is 1 foot longer than the last line on the screen, but you can change the size to whatever you need. Don't worry about adding every possible size. Just add the most common sizes. You can always add more dimensions later if you need them. Now, what do these sizes do for you? Well, the Calculation tab applies a formula to your takeoff amount, the results of which appear on the Condition Detail window. This result is usually in the form of a measurement, like linear feet or square feet. When using a style type of item, the final material amount is the total result divided by the unit per container value. For instance, imagine you have a total of 1,000 linear feet of wall and you add some trim molding to the line. If that trim covers 120 linear feet per bundle, QuickBid divides the 1,000 linear feet by the 120 linear feet per bundle for a total of 8.33 bundles of trim. That material result appears on the Materials tab. For Styles with Sizes items, the size impacts the final material amount. If you have 1,000 square feet of ceiling and select some ceiling tile, you might see multiple tile sizes available to choose from, such as a 12 by 12 inch tile, a 24 by 24 inch tile, or a 24 by 48 inch tile. Each selection results in a different material amount because of their size. That same 1,000 square feet divided by the 1 square foot in a 12 by 12 tile results in 1,000 tiles. But selecting the 24 by 24 inch tile gets you 250 tiles, and selecting the 24 by 48 inch tile results in 125 tiles. It's up to you to choose the correct size for the situation. Items set up as styles or styles with sizes appear in blue when viewing the items list. Setting up items can be one of the most challenging parts of using QuickBid. If you have a current maintenance subscription and need help, please don't hesitate to submit a How Do I request to speak to a product specialist for assistance setting up items.